So in the smartphone world, there's been two big events over the last day. And the one that you've probably seen in your social media feed comes from Apple. Apple announced the iPhone 16, 16 Plus, 16 Pro, and 16 Pro Max. And it's kind of more of the same. They've played it safe, which they have done for like 4 or 5 years at this point, but they've released very good products. They've got a new dedicated camera button, which initiates the camera, allows you to adjust settings, etc. And if you're looking for an iPhone, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with what's on offer. I do think, though, the iPhone 16, 16 Plus, they still have a 60 hertz display, which is quite ridiculous. But if you're looking for a fantastic iPhone, the Pro and the Pro Max look excellent. They can record at 4K at 120 frames per second. If you're on an iPhone 14 or 15, not sure there's enough to upgrade, but if you are looking for an iPhone, a new iPhone, these new phones look excellent. And that's what Apple do well. They release refined products. They're maybe not breaking any ground, but their iPhones are always solid. Now, the other big event, and maybe something which has passed a lot of you by, comes from Huawei, because Huawei, which you may have forgotten about because of the sanctions against them from the USA, etc., but they have still been churning out excellent phones. And today, they announced the world's first tri-fold phone. So I encourage you to go onto social media and to check this out. You'll see a lot of clips out there showing you what this new phone is all about, and it's quite incredible. I mean, we're obviously we've got a lot of folding phones out in the market, but this new phone, this is the definition of breaking ground. They're really doing something different here. And the current news reports that I've seen over the last hour or two is that there's already 4 million pre-orders for this phone in China. Everyone wants this phone because it just looks so good. So check out social media. I'll leave a link to this person's social media because they seem to have a lot of videos and a lot of marketing material, etc. This phone is not going to be cheap. Apparently, the retail price is going to start from the equivalent of $2,800 for the 256 gigabyte model. But just look at this phone. It just looks insane. That's a tri-fold phone. That's a triple folding phone. And I'm not trying to criticize Apple too much. They release amazing phones. They release polished phones. I'm still rocking an iPhone myself. But just look at that. This is the definition of taking risks. This is the definition of breaking ground. And maybe what Huawei are doing here is walk so that everyone else can run. Maybe they're the ones that are just taking the risk. But this looks excellent. I must admit, the geek in me loves this. I'm not going to rush out and pay, $3,000 for this phone at this point. But what I'm hoping is that when Oppo and Xiaomi and other companies come out and release phones, we'll hopefully see the price drop. But I encourage you to go onto YouTube. I encourage you to go onto social media and search for the Huawei Mate XT Ultimate. I would love to hear your thoughts on all of this. Let me know what you think about the new iPhone 16s that have just been announced. And let me know what you think about this tri-folding phone. I think it looks amazing. Who knows what reliability is going to be like? Who knows? But at this point, I'm just excited that we have a tri-folding phone. I think we're breaking new ground. I think it's an interesting concept. And it's going to be interesting to see how this trickles down to mainstream companies over the next year or so. Maybe we'll see something from Samsung. Who knows? But please do leave a comment below. And until next time, take care.